2K TV postseason. We have a 2K TV interactive special with tons of VC on the line, and the road to the finals brackets are...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Toronto Raptors at Air Canada Center. For Toronto, the goal tonight is clear, figuring out a way to solidify some momentum. Coming into this game, they've struggled, just 2-8 over their last 10. We'll be checking out Kyle Lowry tonight. He's the definition, I think, of a late bloomer when you see how his game has really blossomed with experience. How does his performance rate for you, Kenny, among the best point guards in the league?
Oh, he's up there when he's healthy. The key is health with him. I think he made his first All-Star team last year, first All-Star game. That was great. You know, at 28 years old, that usually doesn't happen when you're after 9 years in the league.
Over the course of his career, he's found ways to improve his game. He's not an efficient scorer, but he's got a lot of ways to create a shot. Heck of a player.
He'll sneak up on you and hit a triple-double on you, too, and will Kyle Lowry. That'll do it. Both teams ready for tip-off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
The crowd is assembled at the Air Canada Center, looking for a Raptors victory here in Toronto. And we've got it live right here on 2K Sports. Looking at Toronto, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pacers in Indiana. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them. When you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. But once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
Boys, nice run.
Tip-off goes to Houston, and the Houston Rockets starting five. Beasley out there with Howard. Then there's Chalmers. Then there's Mo Harkless, and it's Harden in at the two-guard.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Pass to Patterson. For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to the Pacers in Indiana. Feeds to Capella. On the wing, Harden. DeRozan defending. Shot clock at 6. The 10-footer. Good.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Carroll passes to Lowry. Down low, here's Lure. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
Freak with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Houston moving the ball around. There's a good screen. Puts up the baby hook. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Luis Scola. He's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Ross comes in for DeMar Carroll. And it's Powell in for DeMar DeRozan. Now here's Freak following the miss by Luis Scola. Now Freak. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
You know, once he crosses half court, you need to stay awake because he can drop it from deep.
No doubt. He is a threat from anywhere.
Now, here is Lowry. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game. And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Rockets leading by 7. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Freak kicks to Capella. They set the pick. Out left of the wing. The pass to Freak. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
It just seems like they're a step slow today.
Ross on the wing. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. From deep. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall. And DeMar DeRozan, the star for this Toronto Raptors team, he said he wants to bring them back.
A lot of people never really pay no attention to the Raptors. They just look at the Raptors like another team.
Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto to get some changes for Toronto. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Lure comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Damari Carroll subbed in for Terrence Ross. The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Scola out there with John Lure. And it's Carroll in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Lowry drives in. A baseline J. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Lure. Rockets have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Freak dishes to Capella. Now here's Harkless. Carroll covering and stolen by Scola. Outside Lowry. The feed now to DeRozan. Scola sets a screen for DeRozan. Again, Toronto.
And their shots. They're falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Pass to Freak. From deep. Toronto grabs the miss. Lowry with the ball. Out defended by Freak. Lowry passes to Scola. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And the basket by Chalmers.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
For Houston, they have looked good at the line today. They're perfect in 4 attempts. That's good from Harkless. Powell, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Second free throw, no good.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well. Seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Freak. No good from outside. Now here is Lowry. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And we've reached him.
Well, Coach Casey, obviously.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same. As we get the third quarter started.
A good night for Freak.
Comes in for Damari Carroll. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Booker comes in for Michael Beasley. Freak's checked in for Harkless. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Mario Chalmers. Taking a look at the Rockets. Freak in its shooting guard. Harden out there with Trevor Booker. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. The Raptors have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. Free throw drops for Lowry. And so Lowry nails both of them.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
There's the pick. Inside. Ross with the steal. Lowry kicks to Ross. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Ross has got 6. Houston leading by 8. Here's Freak. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Lowry dishes to Ross. And the rejection by Harden. Really left alone that time. Lures got his 3rd basket of the night.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Harden outside. There's the dish to Booker. Shoots from the line. No good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Well, if I was being diplomatic about it, they were a little too aggressive. I mean, in reality, they took far too many fouls, and because of that, they had to go to their bench earlier than they wanted to.
And the Raptors with some changes. Scola comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Powell in for DeMar DeRozan. And the Rockets making a change here as well. John Henson's checked in for Booker. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Rockets leading by 7. Here's Freak. The three-pointer, no good. Toronto's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Powell. And again, Toronto no up.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Beverly, the pass to Capella. Kicks to Freak. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. 6 to shoot. Lets it go. And it's Lowry with the rebound. Lowry's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Ross. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists now in the game.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
And here's Freak. 11 points in the game. Back to Beverly. Henson, a screen on Lowry. Here's Beverly. Connects in the foul line jumper. Beverly's got his first bucket of the night. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Houston on top, leading by 7.
Every dime is a flavor.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter.
Substitution on the court.
16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lowry and DeRozan of the guard tandem. John Lewis out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Scola in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. 11 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Freak, and it's blocked by DeRozan. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan.
Substitution for Norman Powell.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range, misses. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on.
Hey, boy, way to play. Hey.
Dwight, coming off the loss in last game, what was the difference tonight in how this team played?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation. James Harden. He was a powerful offensive weapon tonight, scoring a double-double with points and assists, and that was the catalyst for this victory. Kenny, what did you like about his game?
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
We have a 2K TV interactive special with tons of VC on the line, and the road to the finals brackets are finally locked in. Are you hyped for the tournament? Tune in now. Stay on 2K TV postseason. We have a 2K TV interactive special with tons of VC on the line, and the road to the finals brackets are finally locked in. Are you hyped for the tournament? Tune in now. Stay on 2K TV postseason. We have a 2K TV interactive special with tons of VC on
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. In this game, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Houston Rockets. The Rockets come into this one after the win against Dallas, feeling confident after a runaway win. We'll see if they carry over some of that momentum. And as we march toward the end of the regular season, Shaq, I want your opinion on veterans being rested in back-to-back games.
You know what, Ernie, you hear a lot of people complain, but let me tell you from personal reasons, it's the right thing to do in some cases, especially for the older teams to have a real shot to win a championship. Popovich has been doing it. Look how many rings he got.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about extending the regular season and taking away some of those back-to-back games. But it's like bowling, Ernie. I'm a good bowler. Like, you're using
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Last down. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And so in the game for the Rockets. Freak, he's in at point guard. Howard is out there with Beasley. Then there's Chalmers. And it's Harkless in at the small forward position. Korver gets a wide open look. And that comes off the assist by Jeff T.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And a wide open look for Freak. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Teague. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Here's Freak. Off the left rim and out.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Here's Horford, and it's sent back by Howard.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first two attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Hawks shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
First one falls for him. And so Teague hits 2 free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Freak. 9 points last game. That 3 off the mark.
Well, he's been off.
TV interactive special with tons of EC on the line, and the road to the finals brackets are finally locked in. Are you hyped for the tournament? Tune in now. Stay on 2K TV postseason. We have a 2K TV interactive special with tons of EC on the line, and the road to the finals brackets.
XxKyrin.